What's up, this is Attila, and apparently I'm doing another reaction video. Most of you probably know me making Pantera videos or Pantera related videos on this channel or on my Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But I actually have been playing as a session guitarist or a live guitarist for several bands over the past 15 years or so. And over these years I was lucky enough to play some pretty nice and big bands, and actually I got to play in one of my favorite bands and tour the world for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. This band was Nevermore, and the guitarist of course was Jeff Loomis, who was and still is my second favorite guitarist after Dimebag. There's actually quite a few live videos from the tours I've done with Nevermore. Most of them do not have the best audio quality or video quality, of course, but there's actually a few, two in particular, that has at least good sound quality. And the one that I picked is from RockHard 2010, and it's not on YouTube. It used to be there, but it's not there anymore. I'll link it up in the description. So yeah, the song is Inside Four Walls, and the festival was an insane experience. There was like 8,000 people, one of the most that I got to play at that time. Let's just watch the video and I'll do some anecdotes that come to mind. So Inside Four Walls with this amazing band that I get to play with. Come on, everybody! The crowd was amazing. It's one of my favorite songs from Nevermore. For a brief moment, I think you could hear my guitar going with the clean channel. How do you say, the magic of live music, I guess? Sort of a magic. Inside four walls, I live my life. Doesn't matter what I've done. The government's always right. They tell us what to be. They tell us what to be. They're wrong, my friend is gone. Inside four walls. Oh! You can probably see that I used to look a little different, like 10 more kilos, which is like 20 pounds, I guess, more. A little less fur, only here. It looks ridiculous now, looking back. But I mean, I was 24, I think, from this. Yes, 24 I was. A youngster. I'm gonna do a video only on this. I mean, sharing the stage and playing together guitar with Jeff Loomis, shit, that was intimidating. I think it was like the first couple shows, at least the first 3 or 4 shows, I asked the monitor guys not to put him in my monitor because I didn't want to hear him. I would have just freaked out. I just needed to focus on my playing. But then of course I wanted more and more to hear him. As I got more comfortable. I miss Warrel. He's such a unique guy, character, singer, human being, everything. I mean, if there's one singer who's like impossible to replicate and emulate and just mimic, that's him. Whether you like his stuff or not, it's either you love him or you cannot stand the voice. It was so unique in every sense. If anyone knows the way, there'll be a bridge so I won't fall astray. Inside four walls. Inside four walls. I'm home. This is the usual background noise. I don't know about the sound quality. It might be a like this, they'll stop eventually. Maybe I can do some anecdotes here. So, I met the guy, his name is Lance, super cool guy, who's the song is written about. After Warrel passed, he actually asked me if I would be participating for a solo on his band. I'll link that up also. Sure, you know what? I'm just gonna put it here. Actually, I was touring with Satyricon. We were in Australia, and Lance reached out to me during that time, and so I wrote and recorded the solo in a hotel room one day. Yeah, I'm super pleased with the way it turned out. This one was for Warrel. Yep. Let's see how the dog behave. Go free. Jeff is one of those guitarists. It's not only shredding, but you can tell after a bend that it's him. It's the personality. It's not just the shredding. Shredding with personality and feel and everything. It's just that record, that heart is, I mean, amongst so many other Nevermore records, but that one in particular has been, I mean, it was a game changer for me. I mean, I cannot really recall. Maybe there's two other albums that came close when it comes to like a trance experience that changed me like a lot. The first one, of course, was Official Life from Pantera. That was just put everything to a whole another dimension. But that Heart in a Dead World was, oh man, the perfect record for me. Grooves, catchy choruses, amazing solos, everything in its place. Vocal melodies, lyrics. This band is ridiculous. Guess who's gonna play the first part of Jeff's solo? Surreal. I don't like the tremolo that I'm doing here. This was also just the whole thing surreal. I mean, I get to play many of Jeff's own solos, a lot, which shows how cool he was and how much he trusted me, which was surreal. But also, on the other hand, I was never told like not to improvise and add my own touch to play these songs. And if any, they were just happy about it, which is insane. Playing with these guys, and I get to be, you know, a little myself as well. I mean, I grew up. My main influence is obviously Dimebag and Jeff. I think it's a good fit. it was working really, really well. But just them letting me to do my shit is insane. Yeah, it's amazing. And this song. Singing perfect. You can say it's a cliche transition, but it's such a perfect place. The songwriting is ridiculous. I got a little emotional for a second. I don't know if you've noticed that, and I'm not sure if it was like that, but I think maybe I saw twice the video going black and white, and it was always on Warrel, who obviously passed away a couple of years ago. It's just sad, really super sad. But I mean, this is super cool and makes me happy that that I'm still so lucky that I can say that I got to play with these guys. This was probably maybe I guess like the 10th show I've ever done with Nevermore, which is insane. It was insane. There was so many of those, like, I don't know if that's the English way of saying, like deep water, which I was thrown into. So I had to grow really fast, and there was no other choice. I started to play with them during a festival season, and the first show was like the biggest stage I've ever seen or been to. Very intimidating, but that went well. And then the second show was somewhere in Austria, I think, and the weather was not so good, and I was in my Converse shoes, of course, and it got super wet, and I couldn't get warmed up because of it was wet, and I was just so scared that I will F it up, especially like during the River Dragon Has Come when the uni solo came. I got to a point, it was so stressed, I was so anxious that I was like, I almost like quit. Like right there, I would just put down the instrument and go home and cry. And that was a moment of growing, because I somehow managed to calm down and do it right. And ever since that, I mean, I'm so much more relaxed and comfortable when it comes to these big situations like this. I mean, it couldn't really get bigger for me. Like prior to joining them, we were touring with Warrel Dane. It's another amazing story. My favorite tour so far, probably, period. And the second to last show was in Seattle, and before the show there was a day off, and I was invited to Jeff's house to meet and to play some guitar, and I brought an orange amp, which I own at the time. I bought it in the States, amazing amp, the Rock Reverb 100, I think it was. I took that and my guitar and went to his house, and we were jamming. I mean, that was a deep water for sure, but it went amazing. And then these shows, this one, for example, and there was a show in London, I think it's maybe after this or before this even, which was, the entire show was recorded. I don't know about the footage, how good it went, how good they recorded. We played nice, that's for sure. And I can only hope that someday it will see the light. That would be nice. They were filming something for the song Emptiness Unobstructed from the latest record, Obsidian Conspiracy, which if you check, you can actually see me for 2 or 3 brief moments while playing live there in that club. We played that song twice during that show. I guess this video was not only supposed to be about talking this particular footage, but in general some of my experiences and fond memories with Nevermore, which there's so many, and I probably will do more videos like this. Let me know if you are interested in hearing and watching these stories, or even songs, playthroughs, or lessons. I would definitely love to do those. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video or the other videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified. Also, I got a Patreon site, and if you want to check that out, I'll link below. There's tablatures and other exclusive contents which you can only get there. Let's take it from here, and I wish you a lovely day. Ciao.